Hey, yeah. Hi, community. So today we will see how can we change from business analyst to cloud engineer or cloud DevOps. Today we will just see as a collective effort as like cloud DevOps. So we will discuss few points, but before discussing the points, let's firstly ask on the ChatGPT itself. Okay. So like the things are getting automated, so of course we should also get our answers also should be validated, right? So we can check. Okay, I've initiated the chat GPT window. Okay, and we change the business analyst, suppose like profile to DevOps, or we will write directly cloud DevOps profile. We will just see what ChatGPT gives the response. Okay, then we can discuss on each point. Okay, understand cloud computing, then learn DevOps principles, then develop programming skills. Okay, then obtain cloud certifications, gain hands-on experience, learn infrastructure code, explore CICD pipelines, understand centralized orchestration and containerization, embrace configuration management, and stay updated. These are 10 points it has given us. So what we will do, we will firstly copy all these points to our window. Okay, so it will be easy to discuss on that. Right, just give me 2 minutes. We will write all the points here. Okay, normal. Okay, it's not getting copied. Let's see. Yeah, it's getting copied, so we will copy like this. Okay, understanding cloud computing, learn DevOps principles. Okay, next is what? Develop programming skills. We will just write here so we can copy in one go. Okay, certifications, okay, gain hands-on experience, learn infrastructure as code, explore CICD pipelines, and understand containerization and orchestration. Embrace configuration management, and stay updated. Okay, so we will copy in one go. We can discuss. Okay. Okay, let's do this. It will be easy to understand. Okay. Wait, we will also add these here only, so it will be easy. Okay, so That's why I have not prepared any slide. I just thought directly on live itself we will ask to ChatGPT, and whatever the points it will suggest, we can try to discuss on that. Okay, so these are the points. Let's discuss one by one. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so understand cloud computing. So this is the simple way. So the way business analyst people are like working in the sprint, right? And whenever the some issue happens on the, like, suppose maybe like dev side or the QA side, and anything happens on the deployment side, then of course they reach out to the DevOps team as well, right? And then at that time they may say some issues, or like some site is down due to 502, or some memory issue, or some server issue, or where like some images or something has been not up, or the backup has been destroyed, or some disaster happened. So all these term BA takes the updates from the DevOps team, or the team whoever is taking care, because in many companies developer itself are deploying. So whoever is taking care of the deployment and the ops part, so BA can take the help from them. Okay, and then they usually take a document and send out to the like all the stakeholders for the intimation, like why the issues and all are happening, right? So from here itself they can start understanding what is the cloud computing, right? What they are doing, where the servers are there, how they are deploying, like. So it's moreover the reason is like, once you start getting involved in your office, like whatever they are using in the DevOps team, or however the cycles they are in whatever cycles they are working, in whatever the capabilities they are working, if you get that all the resources and all these information, slowly if you develop the understanding, and from here if you start understanding the cloud computing, how it works, and then slowly you can start learning the cloud computing courses on your own, and then the same you can implement in the office and start getting involved in the DevOps cycle. So it will be easier to understand from here, right? So this is the understanding of the cloud computing. Next is what? Next is learn DevOps principles, right? So next topic is, of course, learn DevOps principles. So what is learn DevOps principle means what? One second, I'll just clear it. So learn DevOps principle means there will be a lot of process in the DevOps, right? That people must be performing in your industry. So from there you have to pick up what is the DevOps, how they are working, how they are deploying, how the things are like how the code cycle is working, how the code is going till the environment and it is making it up, how the APIs are working in the back end, right? How the web is getting displayed to us, what technology it is, and how DevOps is performing the role there, what all the versions, what all the servers they are using, what all the memories, cloud, and whatever the things in DevOps principles, you can easily explore understanding that, right? And once you start understanding the CICDs and like Ansible or configuration or whatever will be the principle in DevOps strategies, because there could be different strategies as well in your industry might be using. So once you start exploring and getting an understanding in your company itself, then you will start understanding the DevOps principles. And if you do some small courses and all the understanding things, then you can slowly start developing this skill as well, right? Third is develop programming skills, right? So this could be little challenging because I have heard many like business analyst people, they are like always going far away from programming, but it is not. And if you want to like become a DevOps or start developing a habit of becoming a DevOps or learning of the DevOps cycles, then you can have at least one scripting knowledge, right? Scripting knowledge, not very core programming like backend people are working. That may require at the higher level when you are working on the very higher level of strategies of the DevOps and all. But at the initial stage, I would suggest a basic understanding of scripting and developing a habit of working on script. So it could be any basic thing, right? Like the shell script is the most widely used in DevOps environments or DevOps cycles, right? Next is Python. Right, so shell, Python, and there are also like JS and TypeScript and all. But I guess if any of like either a shell or Python, you can or Golang and all is also there. But if you can learn shell and Python, then I guess it will be easier, because lot of things we don't run manually, lot of commands we don't run manually, we keep in shell file and then we try to run. Lot of things we don't do manually, we try to initiate through the Python. And also whenever we use the Lambda function on AWS, there also people used to write functions like Python. In Python script, lot of people use Python, there in Lambda function. So you can start understanding of any of them, like shell or from Python. If either this or this, you can easily get it. And once you start developing the basic habit, then when you start contributing in your official things, in official cycles of DevOps, then I guess you can easily understand, right? So that is the programming skill part. Fourth is obtain cloud certification. Yeah, so it is up to your interest. Like if you want to do a lot of AWS certifications, or not just AWS is Amazon cloud, like Azure is of Microsoft cloud, and GCP is of Google cloud, right? So any of these cloud you can take it, and whatever in your industry they are using, you can, like I would suggest you just try to learn that cloud. It will be better to understand and perform in the real time as well, right? So it depends on you. You can have the certification, learn it, and then try to clear the certification, learn the course from wherever you find it easy, either from Udemy, Coursera, or the YouTube, or wherever. It depends on you, but at last knowledge is more important. And if you know like all the knowledge of that particular certification, particular role, then it will be more than enough, right? Like fifth is gain hands-on experience. As I'm telling from the first point itself, gain and like whatever you are learning, try to apply in your official real-time DevOps cycles or DevOps roles, whatever they are working, whatever they are performing, right? So it will be really easy for you to understand in the real time, because if once you spend the 9 months or 10 months or 6 months in all the points and all the tools and technologies, and then you think someone will come and give you the real-time experience apart from you by yourself, it will be very tough, right? So it's better to always start getting involved in your official DevOps cycles and DevOps projects, right? So that is the gain hands-on experience. Next is learn infrastructure as code. This we call, in short, we call as IAC. So infrastructure code are like, there are some famous tools are like Terraform, and in AWS it is like AWS CloudFormation, which like gets automated with also like AWS CDK. From like in Terraform we write scripts, the same way in CDK supports multiple languages like Python and JavaScript and all these things, and in that, in whichever language you want, you can create your own. And then there are different other IACs also, but these both are like most famous. If you are learning AWS cloud, then of course you can go with these, and Terraform is open source, so if you learn this, it will be easy to work with any cloud. So that is the IAC. Next is explore CICD pipelines, as I was telling. Yeah. So as you like always, you will be, if you are in team, you are in sprints, you are working in active projects, then of course CICD is very important, and you will always get a lot of answers from the DevOps team or the testing team. CICD has been crashed, CICD is not working, and sometimes DevOps say we are fixing the pipeline, we are fixing this, we are fixing that. Sometimes deployment has been crashed, CICD has been crashed, locks are getting triggered, some memory issues, cache issues, and all these things happens, right? So a lot of issues you might always be hearing from the CICD pipelines, right? So you have to explore what is CI/CD pipeline, and of course some tools you must be using in your industry, like Jenkins and the Gitlab and Bamboo is also one tool. right? So sorry, Jenkins, GitLab, and one second, I'll just control that. Jenkins, GitLab, and Bamboo. One more, it is like GitHub Actions, right? So any tool, whatever, like as I said, whatever they are using in your industry, that you learn first. It will be easier to understand, easier to learn, and easier to work in the real time also. Probably there could be either from the Jenkins or the GitLab. There are chances they might be using Bamboo as well. So you can use any of the tool you can learn and apply in your industry, right? And start understanding your real-time project and contribute there. Understand containerization and orchestration. Until understanding of this containerization and orchestration, you always be hearing like Docker is down, or some issues, memory issues in Docker, right? Or some cluster is not working, that cluster is not working, QA cluster is down, or dev cluster is down, right? You must be hearing as a BA lot of times these, and due to that project might get delayed, or the commitment gets delayed, and people used to fix it within a like span of time, or they rush towards to fix it at least, right? So these are all the issues. So this is like Docker, Kubernetes. So Docker is the containerization like most famous tool, but there are other containerization tool also, but Docker is the most famous tool. So you can explore and start learning Docker. Docker is like nothing. It's just an independent tool which takes care of all the dependencies whenever we deploy the software. And orchestration is like creating a cluster and all whatever you are hearing. Once you start learning the Kubernetes and all, you will come to know what is orchestration and what does it mean, and why Kubernetes is famous. Kubernetes is given by Google, and Kubernetes is open source. It works with all the clouds as well, even though with the AWS, Azure, and GCP, right? So you can start learning that as well. Docker is also getting supported in AWS, GCP, and Azure as well, right? So this is understand orchestrations and containerization. Next is embrace configuration management. So there are like few famous tools for configuration management. Ansible is most famous, then Chef, Puppet, and other as well, right? So if you learn Kubernetes and all, then you will also see about, and like Helm chart or something is there. Helm chart is there. So you might be hearing like Helm chart or something, you must be hearing in your industry and all, if they are using. So yeah, so like these four could be there. So these are configuration management. Configuration is like they will take care of the configuration part, and they can deploy in the bulk. So for that purpose people are using, because as an example, you cannot go and deploy in 100 servers like manually, right? So for that purpose, as a basic level, I'm just saying, for that purpose you can easily we are using to like make our process automated and easy, this configuration tool. So whatever they are using in your industry, you just go and learn that first, and probably all will be following the same. Only like different configuration, different file systems are there, but basically the configuration management does the same job. Helm chart is like, it's not only in configuration management, but whenever you will get inside, get deep, like whenever you will be deeply understanding the Kubernetes and how they are managing and configuring, at that time you may require the Helm chart. That's what like I meant to say. Okay, so last is stay updated. Stay updated is like in general any profile or every profile you have to be updated with all the all the new tools, new technologies which are coming, new versions which are coming, which tool is replacing what, how they are migrating, what they are doing, what things are coming in industry, what is new, what is old, what we have to use. As an example, in cloud, lot of things are getting changed. AI is coming, which may automate few jobs also, right? So all those things we have to be updated towards that. So yeah, I guess this could be a little long, but I guess these could be the few points which we got from ChatGPT, so we can easily understand these and work towards it. So then once we do that, getting all the understanding of these points, and also once we will be getting the understanding of these points, and then when we will have also the real-time experiences as well, at that time we will get the most experience, and we can also have a better CV, so we can get the job easily and change the profile, right? So yeah, that's what it is. Thank you so much.